Omega Poggers. Activity tracker? Oh, like how much per day? Or something? That. They have a rule in place that it forced DCs you after 6 hours because the UK Parliament took them to hearings? No, that's crazy. I did not hear that. I did not know that. I'm not gonna lie. Kinda don't want to stream. Kinda watch the end of the Dota Major. But whatever. Forced log out. Yeah, I mean I don't get how else would you enforce that. Is there any other way to enforce that? Then don't stare. You don't mean that. Besides, I already tagged Discord, so... I feel like I'm never getting anything done. Then like yesterday, or even today, I'm tired. Don't really get anything done. I do like maybe the smallest things that I can muster to do that don't actually accomplish anything of real value. I need to change. Need to go. Yeah. Stare, hi. I think my earbuds, like the left one definitely still makes noise, but it's quieter than the right one. I don't know what that would mean. I think it's been doing that for a while, but I'm not confident enough to know for sure. Pause. Hi. Okay. Katie. Gonna be a shooting game? Gonna have to aim? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yes. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It is time for the third place winner overall, Usamatagi. It looks like we're shooting something, so I don't know, but we'll figure it out. At the very least, all I gotta do is aim and shoot, and then reload with some, I got a spin cock reload. So, okay. Oh, I get to move, I can jump. Left click while jumping, large spin shoot. So, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But, it's time to do some shooting. Like a real American. Even though we're a bunny girl, it looks like. So, we'll figure it out. Pause. Crop time. Hold. That's not the one we want to crop. That's the one we crop. I was like, something's off here. Oof. And of course the edges are not correct because of the stupid OBS shit. Can I hide this so I can see the outlines, please? Bottom, like a teeny bit. This side, a teeny. This side, a teeny. Alright, now, that looks good, right? That looks good. Boom. Okay. We're here. I didn't get to read what any of that said, but I also wouldn't be able to read it anyway, so let's turn that down first off. Okay. Mouse left click. Shoot. Quick reload. Left mouse prep. Alright. We're just gonna have to try this and see how it goes from here. Oh, there's a reload in between. Okay, so I don't have to get crazy... crazy fucking FPS gamer mode. No! I don't know why sometimes it reloaded quicker than others. I'm not sure how that works. The heck? Okay, you got it. So it just seems like if I spam click, it reloads faster. That's what I'm realizing. Wait, what? Okay. So jump shots are... jump shots bounce everywhere, I guess. Okay. Well, I imagine doing that is the best way to do this. Oh, so it's 5 levels per section. Yeah, I'm not gonna care too much about the time strengths here. I'm just, especially with that one being the, like, oh, first time learning strats. Wait, what? Interesting. Okay, we shot turkeys. So they each took 2 shots. Okay, all under 3 seconds so far. I was looking at that turkey. It wasn't taking any hits. I was like, what the hell? Ooh, okay, hold on. This one I'm gonna test something. Oh, so I can actually reflect myself, just shoot it wherever I want. Interesting. We'll redo that one and see if just jump spinning is faster or not. Doesn't seem like it. It was a little bit, but... Okay, well, it was a pretty good score until the end. That's fine, though. Yeah, just that last level, really. But that's alright. Again, I don't care too much about the time on this one. I'm just feeling like going through it. Oh, I can just aim behind myself. What am I thinking? It just lets me aim. But... Right. I have to jump. Okay. I'm starting to get used to it, I guess. It's kind of satisfying. I don't... Oh, why did that bring up the paint? Oh, I clicked... This brings it... I don't know what that... I don't know why MS Paint just showed up when I clicked over there, but okay. Okay. I like how I'm just looking at the animation of her shooting. The way she just like fucking throws it back behind her without looking is pretty fun. Man, people really went hard on this, huh? There might be some interesting stuff to this that I don't know because of I can't read, but big turkey. Oh, do they not take damage until I shoot the other turkeys? I feel like this might be a situation where you would rather have... I don't know. Oh, okay. I just have to shoot it. It wasn't really like giving a signal that it was getting hurt until that happened. Okay, but now I might actually have to dodge shots, so that's kind of neat. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. I mean, so far no, so I'm not sure exactly why it shoots. We'll probably see soon here. I think next one, I'll take a shot just to see what happens. Oh, it doesn't really aim it at me, does it? Oh, okay, it does. Okay, so that's what happens. Nice. Feels like it wasn't taking any damage when I was doing that. Oh, it still bounces? No, I just jumped too short. Okay. Right, because when I click, it kind of ends my jump. Kind of feels like it... Okay, alright. No, I did a mini jump. I was trying to be efficient. My thought process here is that the spinning shots will eventually kill the back chickens, turkeys. Oh wow, that one went even longer. That was my thought process, is that the jumping shots will hit the back turkeys, so eventually, I don't know, but I can't actually tell if I needed to kill them. I guess not, but anyway. Okay, this is a little tricky. You gotta space it out. You gotta hit the shoot button so that you dodge the shot. Okay. Well, that was close. It's not as easy as it looks. I swear. Oh, I did a fake shot. Or I broke the game, I'm not sure which. I don't love, if you've seen other times of me playing games like this, you know I don't love spam clicking. It's just tiring on the fingers and the wrist and stuff. Not a huge fan of that idea. But still. Neat, was that the last one? I'm gonna assume that means that was the last one. Nice. Well, that went by quick. Pretty easy. Not necessarily a bad thing. There also maybe could have been, like, I don't know, is there some mechanic related to the actual turkey plates that happen afterwards, or that might just be for fun? The jump spin shot is neat. I would imagine it's pretty cool to try to optimize some floors to get like good, you know, deflective shots to kill turkeys quicker and get really low times. I could see why that would be enticing. So that makes sense to me. The music is fine and nice. The art is simple but palatable. It's not annoying or anything like that. It was just a nice little neat package. Certainly feels, you know, game jam-like. But it's like a complete package, so third place makes sense. I mean, the last two, or like the last set where the big turkeys start shooting at you and you have to use the shoot timing to cancel your jumps and stuff, that part, the most interesting to me, obviously. And I'm sure they could expand on this a lot if they wanted to, so that's always good when there's room to expand on ideas and stuff, so nice. Nice. Not bad at all. What I do want to do hear music for a second. Feel like my headset just like all of a sudden partway through that game started being a lot quieter, and I have no idea why. And this is basically it. Okay, sound is in both ears, so that's good at least. It was a look away, so I want to do that as well. That was not full look away. We're gonna do that, but the weather this week's gonna be kind of like more wintry than, I don't know. We're like almost, by the end of the week we'll be towards mid-March, right? Almost. So it'll be, from what I saw, it's barely gonna be hitting like 45 at times, and even then that's like the peak of the day. Most of the days are gonna be lower than that, and even with wind, the effective temperature is gonna be even lower than 45, so it's like, it's gonna be a little chilly. It's gonna be a little chilly. We have 2 more games to do. We have 2 more of these games to do. Shit, this one looks sick though. Wait, is this? Okay. It is iOS friendly, I think. Maybe. For a moment there, I thought it was, you know, Monka TOS or whatever, but... Fine in there. Something is weird. It did just get louder. The extension cable, I think. Which is a shame, because this is a really good one. Or like this was like a more expensive one. Wow, yeah, that is really annoying. It was nice and sun, but pretty windy and chilly. Yeah, and I feel like that's what it's going to be the whole week. Okay, ready? Fuck, wrong screen. Wrong screen. Why do you know this song? Like not VG? No, it was. Back here. Gotta go back. Okay. Ready? Here we go. We're back, and we're in second place. We just shot some turkeys, and now it's time for some calorie load. At least that's what the translation says. And boom, I don't know exactly what's going on, but we're like a cowgirl with clothing. And let's see, this is where we eat bullets and reload. I'm assuming that's a translation issue. Use the arrows to move, space key to shoot as many bullets as I eat. If I get hit by a bullet while preparing to shoot, it will be a mistake and probably hurt. My progress is saved, and then there's some help. Hopefully I don't need it, but we'll see. Let's get in here. We're tiny form? Is that what this says? I can't even tell what this says. Also cool that you can, it looks like, do multiple languages. That'll be good for me. Boom. The white bars on the sides. There we go. Okay. Pause this. We're in the game now. Oh, there's no sound yet. Okay. Oh, okay, there's sound. I don't know, it took a moment to kick in, I guess. Oh, that's a sound effect for me running. Okay. Alright, let's go this way. Holy shit, I'm moving. I can't do anything yet? Okay, let's eat bullets. Okay, so I just walk into them to eat them. In space. It kind of auto-shot there, which was interesting. Okay, this is a fucking problem. Dude. Why, man? Why would an extension cable just stop working right away? So annoying. So that means that there was music, and I just couldn't hear it. I don't remember how expensive they were, but they were definitely more expensive than the regular ones. Okay, I mean, I can hear it for now, but like, we'll see, I guess. Alright, there was a little bit of an issue there, but solved. Okay. Okay, so... Did you see what just happened on the screen? I didn't even look at what my character did, I was looking at my character. Was that safe? Oh, I can't tell what this says. If you eat the bullet, then something happens. Alright, I don't know what it's... We're just gonna try and figure out what's going on here. Oh, if you touch the bullets just before... Excuse me? What the fuck is... Alright, so it auto shoots whatever needs to be shot. So they were... That was not a translation issue when they were talking about eating. They really meant you're eating the bullets. Second place? Wait, what second place? I like how it previews the next level, though. That's kind of neat. I mean, clothes were being worn. Miss if you touch the dead... Oh, shit. Okay, we gotta get going. So we walk a lot slower when we're, you know, bigger. But we got time. Okay. Yeah, you know, yes, this is the second place in the game looks... Wait, there's training? I don't think we need training, though. Unless it gives us points. Oh, shit, okay. Oh, wait, but we can get hit. Good lord. Right, but if we shoot while we get shot, then we get hurt. Okay, so it's just... Alright, get this stuff off of me, please. The bottom left of the screen is our representation of our character when we've eaten a certain amount of things. What it free body shape? What does that mean? Convert 1 rank worth of gauge to... Okay, I have 100 jewel things in the top right. What do we think's better? I feel like well, you know what? I'm not gonna buy anything yet because I don't know what we're looking for. Like, are most levels gonna have that? Are most levels gonna have this red bar that we have to watch out for? Or is it gonna be... Or is it gonna be a thing where, you know, maybe other stuff matters more? I feel like movement speed is pretty important. I will buy. I mean, besides the weird, you know, giant thing that takes up part of our screen, you know, it's like, the idea is kind of neat. I think we're in trouble. Okay, maybe not. Oh. Okay. Do I lose? I lose points! I rank down! I didn't know that would happen. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. That was the problem last time, is that I couldn't get through the blockage. Alright, let's continue for a bit. Are these hurtful things? No, these are bullets. Alright, here we go. When I pass the white line, it makes me larger in auto shoots, so I don't do anything there. I'm very surprised that... Uh-oh. See, I thought don't I get hurt when I get caught while shooting? Or is that kind of, forgiving, maybe? Shoot ready quickly. Gain rate of fire. I mean, let's just, like, upgrade everything here once at least. How many... Does this go forever? Or is there a... Seems pretty... forgiving. In the whole, like, shoot and not get hurt thing. What else is there here? Stomach capacity, 1 rage of rank to... How much points do you get, though? I wonder. Can you convert? Oh god, I'm big already. So what does the text say? Tiny glamour, and then is it just large? Is it large, or is there like another thing? Okay, so you do have to be able to actually start shooting, I think, and then if you start shooting, then you're okay. That's what I gathered from that. I'm stuck? Yeah, seems like once you start shooting, you're okay, but if you get hit before the shot goes off, then it's not as good. I mean, weirdness aside, the game... Oh, okay, yeah. Gorgeous form. Well, I think we know where the creator stands on this one. On these circumstances. Stop pushing me against the wall. Uh-oh. Oh god, I'm so slow. Plateau rank. So, does the game end, or... We just did this level. I'm stuck again. That hit me? Dude, this level's beating me. Didn't I beat it though? I just gorge like in large. Yeah, maybe. binge. Yeah, but then what about tiny and glamorous or whatever? Uh-oh. Okay, so those shoot pretty fast. Okay. My rank? My rank? So if I stand behind the green line, then those things don't shoot me, is what I'm realizing. Nice. This is crazy. At what point do we, can we win? We might have to look at the comments to see if you can win. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ranked down, dude. What is this? Retire level? Maybe that means like skip level? I can't believe I did that. I had the level beat and I literally did the worst timing. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, we get past the line, they can't see me anymore. That's it, I guess. Okay, hold on. Let's look at some comments for a moment here. Because, like, I don't... Like, what's happening? Does this go forever? Can it be beaten? If you miss a stage, the gauge will drop. After that, the gauge will not drop unless you change the stage. Okay, so if you lose multiple times. If there's no wall between you and the enemy, they will notice. If you reload while being spotted, you can tell us how long... Okay, yeah. I liked this character. The whole game was great. The idea was interesting. So cute, huge, ooh-ah. It was a deep game. Design super high color. Even if you don't have much interest, you can operate it properly and immediately understand. I mean, he's not wrong. I was able to go to Cosmo 999. It was interesting. Max rank. I don't think I'm gonna go for max rank is my guess. Just a bit of a hunch. Now the crop's gonna get it. Wait, if I go back to the top and then... How is that possible? Please. Oh? Yes. Okay, we're back. I don't think I'm gonna go for the top rank, but there's something... Well, I guess because... If it does just get to this point where levels repeat, then that does become less interesting. There is the... Okay, if you look at it from the perspective of just the actual gameplay, it is pretty neat, the push and pull, the risk-reward of absorbing more bullets versus... You know, you have to walk slower if you have more bullets. That whole thing. It's like a neat game. A little weird, but it's neat. Why is she fat? That's just how the game works. That'd just be how it's working. We eat bullets so that we can shoot bullets. That's, I guess, the reasoning behind it. That was kind of close. I suppose it doesn't really seem to matter if I get a full like wipe of everything as long as I finish the level. Seems more important than anything else. Fudge. Pressed it too quick. I'd rather that one not be on the screen so long. What do you think's more, like, TOS unfriendly? The larger one, or the... Uh-oh. Is this the problem when you get too many bullets? No! I was too slow! I could have made it, too. Yeah, totally not bot chat. I can't see the bullets anymore because the damn sprite's taking up the whole screen. Okay, pause. Maybe I could get rid of this obvious bot. Dogehype.com. Anyway. I mean, I'm a skyscraper rank. I wonder how many more ranks there are. Maybe we will go to max rank. Dude. I thought I had ate that bullet. God. Thought I had eaten the bullet. Alright, whatever. Whatever. It is getting harder, I think, in terms of like things, certain things shoot faster, the red line moving quicker. Uh-oh. Okay. That's what I mean, where like it gets very dangerous very quick if you get slow. Yeah. And the timing of the shots, too. It's tricky. It's a little tricky. Come on, get me to the next rank. Get faster. Okay. That's what I mean. It happens so quick, and then but like you gotta shoot the right atmosphere. Okay. We gotta be getting closer to high ranks. Oh, I barely dodged. It's not even worth trying to max the shots there. I'd rather just beat the level. That's where you get the rank. Clean. This is the second place winning game, of course. That's what it is. Dude, come on. How does that hit me? That's ridiculous. Yeah, barely described is a good way to put it, I would say. Barely described is pretty accurate. Okay. You gotta be crapping on me, come on. There's no way that hit me. I pressed space so early. Alright, whatever. We're here this time. We gotta make our way to the next rank. That's kind of close. She do be getting large sometimes. That shot too many. Yeah. Kinda knew that was happening when... I thought it was a static fast shooter, not a moving fast shooter. That's kind of a bummer. Dude, it's fucking off screen. I can't see it with my character's big... I guess at that point it wasn't big, it was still larger. Because they respawn. Alright, this seems... That was kind of lucky, the timing. That was basically a prey moment. The glamour stage, though. Is it glamour or gorgeous? Yeah, you literally can't... You can't go that way, you're gonna die. So that was annoying. Keep getting stuck at atmosphere. That's the way you... Okay, we're gonna die again. Please walk faster, you fat, glamorous, gorgeous, lady. Okay, this is what we need to do. There we go. You're worried the free costume is like no costume? That has to be some sort of autocorrect, because what does free mean? Oh, we're gonna die. Yep. They just shoot at... It's weird because you would think the fast shooters would be worse, but they sort of shoot in bursts, whereas these ones, like, they're so out of sync time-wise that it ends up being a little awkward. I'm not even gonna risk it. Oh, 2,600? Yeah, we're not, or 226,000 rather. Oh shit. Okay, thank God. That was close. That was close. Come on, 2 more. This one should be an easier one. Oh my God, that was so close. That was so close. Alright, next one is the next rank. Get around the corner. Okay, we're good. That was a lot of bonus. Satellite, okay. Yeah, you know what? Free body shape might mean... free of clothes. Gain stomach capacity? I don't even really think... Okay, I have to pee. Actually peeing, not like some weird other thing. So, can I gain stomach capacity? I guess. Oh, we can go again. Oh, this is what we need to do. More movement speed for sure. Movement speed is the key to us doing the only thing that I care about, really. Okay. Just get through the level. This looks like a new level. Oh, no, it's not. That's so unfortunate that it didn't shoot those. That should have been a... God damn it. That should have been a win. There we go. You know what we can do? How big is the belly now? How big can we get? I thought it might change the art. It does not. I don't think the stomach capacity is really what we need. Okay. We're going, we're going. Shoot the middle, please. Thank you. I'm focusing more on just getting through the level for sure. This is the same level. That's close. Shoot the middle. Thank you. You can kind of use the, like when I stood it in the gap, it couldn't see the enemies above or below, so it just shot the middle pathway blocker, which is nice. Ooh. Scary, man. Scary. Oh, this is a problem. I can't believe I got that shot off. That was pretty lucky. I basically YOLO'd it. Really? I thought I had it in time. I kind of wanted to absorb some, then go out of the range, and then, yeah, kind of like do that. Game's crazy. This one's a little awkward. Alright, we got there. Jesus Christ. Wish I didn't lose that one round. That would have been ideal. I didn't get skinny enough quick enough there. That's a bummer. Alright, look away for 20. Should I try to get the Cosmo rank? Or should we give up when I get the next rank? I don't see myself... You know the 20... Alright, hold on. Let me finish looking away. You know that this thing has to be nude, right? Like, it just has to be. Like, how could it be anything else? Or just... Not necessarily... It's either nude, or it gets beyond the giant form and becomes like an amorphous blob size. Or something. But I don't think there's any chance I'm farming all of that way. don't see it happening. Alright, one more. Alright, made it. Made it. Galaxy. Okay. No way, dude. There's no way. Break it down! Are you kidding me? Whew. That's so obnoxious. Okay. Huh? That actually didn't make any sense. That's tough. That is tough. That was tight. That was tight play. Although I guess my rank means you get a multiplier on the stuff you earn, it looks like. Didn't really make that connection until now. I can't believe that hit me. Come on, man. There's no way that shit hit me. There's no way that shit hit me. It's just not true. If the bullet is in me, it should have been eaten. I got. How the fuck am I supposed to do the level if I can't fucking do anything? I don't see it. The line's coming so fast. You have no time to do anything. Okay. At least you only lose the points once, because this level is ridiculous. I mean, I've done it before, and every time I do it, it's still ridiculous. This one seems more doable to me. You can just scoot by, that's the thing. Any level where you can kind of like get a little bit and then scoot by is very doable. That one's tough, because that is my usual strategy. You gain like 1 or 2 shots of the pinks and then start going. All you need to do is break that first wall. I'm trying to think. Oh god, not this level, man. I'm gonna lose. Oh my god. Faster! Come on, you didn't run out of enough bullets in time. I finally got the right shot, but I took too many bullets. And now since I've lost the rank, it's just you just YOLO now, because who cares? Game is. Oh, now I'm stuck because I'm in a wall. They just pushed me into a wall. It's like you can't absorb enough bullets, or else. Well, you can't absorb enough bullets, but you also need the. There we go. Like we need. Since it auto aims, you need it to hit the right thing. What is this? This game got second place in this game jam, and that's how we've ended up here. Because we were playing through the top 6, and I don't know. That's how we're here. but it is very strange. It's, as you can see, it is very something. It is very something. I tried to time it so hard. Is the game jam though? Okay, that's gonna work. The gameplay, the thing is, the gameplay is kind of fun. That's the fucked up part. Why? Why did you not have enough bullets to do that? Oh my god. It can be very frustrating to play this game though. There was a certain part where I was like, yes, this is nice. And now it's starting to get to the part where it's like really hard. It is getting to that point. Okay. There's so many levels. Dude, I do wish there was a little more levels. Okay. My movement got fucked. Because I was expecting myself to be slow, but I was still, you know, not slow. But that part is why it's interesting, but sometimes it's just... I think it's because we're at the higher levels, it just shoots so fast sometimes that it's just kind of... That was close. That was really close. The red line being faster is also terrifying. That shit is crazy. Just sometimes you look at it and you're like, what am I doing? You're like, what am I doing? Okay, that's a... this one's gonna be tough, I think. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that worked. That was lucky, but I'll take it. I got lucky there again. I had to YOLO it, but would have been nice if it just opened the middle for me without me having to YOLO it. Okay, okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Okay. This one's gonna be a nightmare. I can't believe I did it. Let's go! Cosmo rank! I don't think I'm gonna go to... You can't see it. We reached Cosmo rank, times 7 gems. I am not doing 999 though. I will accept my Cosmo rank because we saw the comments already, and Cosmo is the highest rank. Cosmo 999 is the highest, and we kind of see it just repeats what we've already done. I wonder how much this does. I guess since we're here... Although I guess you do this to farm money, right? It's only 100? Or wait, so we're at 6,000. What if I do this again? Oh, that's not really worth it, is it? Because don't you get multiple, like 3.5 times jewels when you complete levels with the rank? So I think that is likely not worth it. But okay. We will never know what this is, but we all have some... I mean, there's only two ideas in my mind of what this could be. One, no clothes. Or two, it becomes... If you have more bullets, then there'll be like a fourth tier of art that is even more amorphous, let's say. Anyway, this was a strange game, but honestly, kind of fun. And the push and pull, like I said earlier, of absorbing bullets versus shooting bullets, because like you absorb, you slow down, is good. It, like, the game itself, it makes sense to me why it's second place. It's just, you know, I imagine not just myself, but many others that played this wished it was perhaps in a non-likely fetish version of this mechanic. Probably would have been preferred, but who knows? Maybe all of the Unity game devs are into that. Probably not, though. The art is good too. That's the other thing that's kind of fucked up, is the art. The pixel art is nice. From an artistic, you know, drawn point of view. It's not amazing, like, you know, it's not amazing, but like it's nice. It's nice enough. Anyway, let's get out of here, shall we? Let's get out of this game. Let's get out of that game. We were probably in there longer than I should have been anyway. Let's be honest. Okay. We have one more. We have one more Unity game. It's gonna work. Okay. Myself back down. Open this up. Get it translating. And here. Boom. Bam. Okay. Hello. It's finally time for the first place game. It's been a bit. The last game, although it had its own issues, the gameplay itself was good, we can all admit it. Anyway, this translates to what if scenario. I'm not gonna lie, this might just be like an animation, but no, operability it's a second place, so there will probably be gameplay here. Whenever I see the black and white type like this, sometimes I think it might just be basically an animation, because sometimes it is that, even though those are cool, but we'll see. So, looks like hand drawings too, which is neat. Or, you know, whatever. Anyway, what does it have to say here? Enjoy 3 stories. You have the power to change fate. Use that power to make the world of stories happy. Use the mouse when the end of the story continued appears, and you can proceed to the next story. I've prepared a hint for the second story. You can start from not required to clear. Okay. See if we can make this happen. We gotta get a strange crop to make this one work. Maybe we'll do some Pennell and the pawn in the background. There's still white on the edge. Hold on, I gotta hide this so I can see it easier. There's white on both the right and the left side. And the bottom. Wait. I can't fucking... My eyes? It's less my eyes and more that there's a light pointing at me. It looks clean enough. Okay. Pause this music. Make myself bigger. Whoa, that's big. That's kind of big. It's kind of big. Add existing you down here. Over here. Now chat can live above my head. Boom. Okay. Okay, so we're all cropped up and ready to rumble. My only concern is that I won't be able to read any of this. Which looks to be true. I do like the Game Boy. Can I click the keys? No. So we're going off of imagery here for our understanding. Is this do something? Volume. Okay. Sure. The music's nice. Sound effects are kind of lot louder than the music, but the weather report, okay. Yes, I understand this. This is our cat person. We have a cactus. We got some coffee. Sleeping again. Uh-oh. Hello, shrimp man. Yes. Uh-oh. These are just like orders of events. Oh, they are orders of events. So we're coffeeing first. Then we're watching the news. And then we're sleeping on the table. And that's the story. Okay. Let's try this. See what that does. Okay, I understand now. Those are the things we can change in the story. Maybe it'll unlock new stuff. Okay, now what does this last one do? Okay, what? Okay, let's try it this way first. Is this a remote control to turn off the TV? It is, maybe. I don't actually know. Oh, it changes the channel to something else. Okay. Then we have coffee or tea. And then we are on our way to work, but we don't have the key. Or something, or the car. And now it's raining, maybe, and we're looking out of a window, and now we fall asleep. Well, the key's right there. Okay, but we unlock this. What if we go here and then here? No. Here and then here. Well, but then why am I doing this? Well, let's see what happens. So I did unlock a new story beat there. Oh. Okay, that didn't go so well. Let's coffee first. Then table. I don't know. Let's try it. There's only so many options. Is the coffee's making me sleepy? Or it's hot cocoa? Is that what is that the problem? Maybe that's what it is. Okay, let's try this. Turn on, change the channel. And then I fell asleep. The TV thing flipped. So it'll be this channel now. Then we'll check our table for the key. No, we won't. Yes, we will. We'll check the table for the key. And then... I don't know what this is supposed to signify, but I'm going outside, I think. And then, but now I'm sleeping again. Hold on, let's look at the comments. Because I feel like I've done most of the iterations here. I don't even know how to solve the first episode. Mystery solving and puzzle elements. All the stories were divine. The picture is cute. Cute. I thoroughly enjoyed both episodes. I missed episode 3, so I played it again. It was the best. I thought there would be only that for episode 3, but it was that, so it was very good. I want to play 10 episodes. Unreasonable. I want... when the end of the story continued. Please. Please. Please! No. Close enough. The cocoa just makes me sleepy? Okay. The cocoa just makes me sleepy. So we can't do that. And also, this doesn't do anything unless you have the tea. Wait a second. Okay, I have an idea. We want to change the channel to the channel that's helpful. Then we take out the remote control. So this part happens. Then we go boom. And then do this? Maybe? But it's the news, it's not the other channel. But I changed you to the... okay, hold on, try this again. Okay, so it's this TV channel now. We finish this. This all happens, yada yada yada. We do this, we get the key. We go here. Yes, maybe. And then somehow I'm back asleep again. But then you flipped the channel, but now I don't... I don't know. I unlocked I mean, we saw a couple new cutscenes. Okay, this TV screen. But now we're gonna just make the coffee and not do anything, right? Or the cocoa. And then we're gonna be like, oh, we don't have the key, and now we're screwed again. I don't get it. This was the only one that did anything, right? We got to this point. We do this. Watch the show. We go to leave. We check the table. Then whatever this is happens. Oh! New thing. Okay. I beat the game. Let's go! Oh. Okay, I didn't beat the game. We beat the first part. Success! Okay, there's little, whatever these ghost guys are. And a bear. Oh my. Then there's a tree. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, I imagine this is gonna wake the bear. So let's try that. Hell yeah. Okay, so now he's angry, obviously. Woke him up. Okay, so now we can get rid of this. Now let's go. Boom. Let's drink. And then we'll cut down a tree. Oops. We chopped the tree. Now we can see the rest of the path because the tree was blocking our path. Now we have a brain. Okay, we don't need that anymore. I guess we don't need that anymore. I'm gonna say we want a light, and let's toss a carrot in there. We haven't used the carrot yet. So I have my light, I have my sticks, we're making a fire, we're cooking with carrots. Okay. Now, let's drink? I don't know. What happens if I put the bear back in, I wonder? Okay, we have our fire. Okay, that was not the way. This is where it starts getting tricky. I don't know what that's just saying. Like we don't know which way to go. Okay, toss me a bear real quick. He's definitely mad still? Okay, don't do that. What if I just... Let's just... Okay, so the food is not doing anything right now. The soup bowl is doing nothing. What about if I soup first and then I can't do the soup at the fire. Okay. Can I take an axe to the bear? That seems a little crazy. Seems a little crazy, but crazier things have happened. No, we cannot use the axe on the bear. Wait. We tried, maybe? I don't know. I think we tried to use the axe on the bear. Okay, the last two things we made were the campfire and the soup. We haven't used this for anything, is the thing, but I also don't really, like, when I put it anywhere, nothing happens. I'm trying to just figure out, okay, we have drink. The drink satisfied the bear. He's happy now. Okay, that's good. I don't know what this is. Maybe those are food or friends or something. Okay. So we've pacified the bear. So now what happens if we run into the bear? Okay, that's not it. That's not it. He's still mad if we do that. And then show us the way? Maybe? We give him the drink. He's like, yes. See you later, guys. And we're like, alright, thanks. I don't know what these things are in the sky. That's my problem. I don't know what those are. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those. We're gonna have to test some things out here. I feel like we gotta go with this part, because the bear is like definitely a thing right now. No campfire to go with it. Okay, what about the soup? We haven't used the soup for anything yet. Maybe the soup helps. No. Well, maybe. Looking like a no. And it can't be the music, right? That seems crazy. It feels like this is where we want to be, but we're stuck. If we get rid of the bear, Like, is this now, like, now we've gotten rid of the bear so we can do something else? Seems like no. Soup, bear, wine. Whatever it is. Can we give him the soup? Does the soup stop him? It does. And he's like, okay, thanks. And now we find stars. And the stars are very pog. Okay, not quite though. Okay. But no, that was it! The stars! Okay. Somehow, somehow I'm able to do this game. Ooh, phone call? Okay. What? Hold on, what happens? I have to put in something, though? I can't click anything else. It is cool that those are like our stars that we did at that one point. I'll have to leave it in, okay. Huh? We can't go back to the second story. Right? There's nothing here to click. You can't start it with having nothing. That was like my next thought. It's like, oh, maybe you like, there's some funny thing where you can looking to see if there's like an invisible one. This one, I have no fucking idea what you want me to do. I was not expecting our character, this phone booth guy, to be a furry. Well, I guess no, that makes sense, because the first character in the first story was a furry. Just trying to understand. Is this something where because of what I did in the earlier stages, now this stage doesn't work? I feel like that wouldn't make sense. No way for me to go... Oh, there is a way for me to go back. You think there's something like that? That's what I would expect. That it has to be something to do with going back to an earlier stage. Otherwise, what the hell would it be? I'm reading the comments again. I got no damn clue. Stars. I mean, I've tried clicking a lot of other areas. Doesn't seem there. You can't start it with nothing in it. I think if we change the last part of the story, does something else happen? No, he just does the stars anyway. Even though I didn't give him beard. Oh, it's just what happens when you... If we give him the drink, then X, what happens? It goes to the cutscene with the little twirlies. Yeah, okay. And then, now if I go... I don't think that would make sense. But it does! Twirlies! Look at the twirlies! The twirlies are in the sky now. Hold. Hold. Come on. Twirly me. Twirly me. Please. Don't be it. Don't. Okay. I think the twirlies are part of it, though. Twirlies are part 1. Part 2... gotta do with this person. Surely. We're gonna be sleeping at home. And we're gonna hear the phone call. That's what's gonna happen. Because we'll be around to hear it instead of out and about. That's my theory. Okay. Now we go back. Now we go here. Now we call. Please work. Such a suspense build up too, and you're like, hmm? Oh? Question marks, this is different. What did I tell you? Let's go! I don't need to read Japanese. Although I bet you could do this and have it be the stars instead of that. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know what they're saying, so. I mean, that music sounded pretty like you beat the game to me. Let's go! Secret ending! Our character's name is Hannah? The Ghost of 4, so I was right, they're Ghost. I did mess up the crop, I can see up here. This song is cool, I like it. The Kuma. Ken. Ooh. Ken and Hana sitting in a tree. Although Hana looks like a lot younger, but let's just ignore that for now. Let's just ignore that part. No, whatever. Nice. Thank you for playing. See you next story. I wonder if anything if it would have mattered if there were stars or not. I can't go back, I guess, to see. Like, I wonder if the phone call stops. He's like, stars in the sky? And she's like, but yeah, that's where they are. I wonder if there would have been another cutscene we missed out on. But still, I feel accomplished for figuring it out. I mean, there's not too many options, but still, like, I didn't try every single option. I used some amount of brain power to try and get there. And it was kind of fun. I imagine it would be more fun if, you know, I could read it. In terms of, like, why it's first place is what I'm getting at. But it was good. I mean, I had a good time. First place makes sense to me. Yeah, that was good. I liked it. What if scenario? Very fun. Neat little art style. I don't know if it's actually pen and paper and it was scanned, or if this was like a well done sort of, they do it in Photoshop and make it look like regular pencil or pen drawing. But either way, it's pretty good. And the music there was nice too, so. Different, but fun. Amusing as well. That's why it's in the amusing category. It makes sense to me. So, painting category. Anyway, Maybe see you in the next game jam then, huh? That was a good one. That was a good one. Close it. This. Definitely stretch time. Definitely freaking stretch time. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. You get the headset plugged in. Hoist. Angle this a little bit. Gonna go pee. Gonna go fill my water. Gonna grab an apple. We'll come back. Don't know if I have a PIL kind of ready. We could do a deep look. Could do a deep look. It's about fire ants. So that's potential. But either way, I'm gonna pee first. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Hi. Hi. What's going on, guys? Did I interrupt? Nerd. Did I interrupt your dancing? Did I interrupt your dancing mayhaps? Okay, I think I messed up the... No, is this the right size? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's the edge of there. That's the edge of there. That lines up. Okay. Stretch time. This is... fire ants. This is a deep look at fire ants turn into a stinging life raft to survive floods. Wait, is this starting image someone's hand being bitten by a fire ant? That seems not ideal. Anyway, I'll be down on the floor. Let me see volume check. Is that maybe it's like a fruit. Anyway, sounds fine to me. Huh. Okay. What do we got?
This soft mound of dirt is home to some tough insects. Red fire ants. They're all over the southern U.S. And if you get too close, you will regret it.
Who had to volunteer for that one?
They clamp onto you with their huge jaws. And then they sting.
Ow.
Over and over. Rude.
Rude. I mean, you're rude for getting in their
They
grill.
inject nasty venom that burns and causes itchy welts to pop up. And if you think they're scary on land, you're gonna absolutely hate them during a flood.
Okay.
Imagine wading into one of these.
Oh my.
This floating nightmare is made out of thousands of fire ants.
Yeah.
They've escaped their flooded nest by making a raft from their own bodies.
I've seen ants do this before.
Here's how they pull it off.
But not necessarily
As
fire
floodwater
ants.
trickles into the tunnels below their mound, fire ants start a rescue mission. They evacuate the colony's babies, these larvae and pupae, to the surface.
Damn, they don't just give it up. Okay. It's kind of sweet. Teamwork makes the dream work, etc., etc.
But researchers at Louisiana
Floating
State
fireball.
University found that instead of putting the babies on the top of the raft where it's dry, they put
them on the bottom?
on the bottom.
They don't
Listen,
need to be breathing.
These ants have their reasons. See
Maybe
the
they got
halo
air
of
in them,
hairs
so they're
on
more
these larvae?
floatable. Okay, more
If you look
surface
at the
area.
raft from below, you'll see how those hairs trap air bubbles and
Yes,
hold the
okay, I
larvae
was kind of
together
there.
in clusters. You know, like giant floaties.
Yeah.
Those same bubbles help everyone breathe through tiny holes on the sides of their bodies. And hey, don't feel bad for these ants with their heads dunked underwater.
He does look goofy, though.
They'll get their turn on top of the raft eventually.
He looks goofy.
Workers grab onto each other by the tips of their legs called tarsi. Some of them hold on to the larvae too and lock legs, like ant scaffolding.
Want a leg lock on the fire ant raft? Ooh, ooh.
And then they're ready to set sail, wherever the water may take them. Ants make these rafts really quickly.
How fast?
Check out this experiment. A researcher at Georgia Tech drops a ball of fire ants into the water. It only takes them 2 minutes to assemble. This
That's
ability
impressive.
has helped red fire ants spread across the world from South America, where they
Oh, that part's
evolved
not
along
good.
the river's edge. Rafts can stay afloat for almost 2 weeks. They survive on food they brought in their bellies. With the whole colony to protect, workers are extra defensive.
I wonder
They
if
sting
they.
with more venom than usual. Not a good time to run into them.
I wonder if they would start eating the larvae.
When the water recedes, they'll dig a new nest
You think? Maybe.
and
I
live
don't know.
their best fire ant life, eating whatever crosses their path and stocking up for their next
God
getaway.
damn. They vicious.
Hey, Maddie here
Hey.
with a riddle for you. Why does a Mexican jumping bean jump? Watch our episode to find
We've
out.
watched that one before.
Thanks.
Nerds is a good emote. Okay, if this fucking desk could just go up when I tell it to instead of always doing this fucking shit where it starts trying to go down, that would be... It didn't used to do this. This is a thing that started happening in the past few months. And like the only way to make it not do that is to like do up a little bit at a time so it like doesn't notice and then try to counteract. didn't get my apple. Alright, I gotta get my apple. Apple. Fires are... Don't do the thing where you start falling off for no reason. You get my apple. Okay. So we got 40 minutes to kill before super autonomous pets. I do see there is a new grid of the week, and then obviously there's a new grid of the day because it's a new day. Otherwise, we can try to do some Unite games or just chat. But I say we start with the Puzz grid, that way I can also eat the apple. Makes sense, right? Yeah, yeah. Alright. What the hell is this? Jack. Jack? 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 Bear? Black bear, brown bear, polar bear, grizzly bear. Well. Oh. Yeah. He is a bear. Gummy? Oh my god, you're right. There's too many. Hold on, what about something else? This has to be Jack Nicholson, right? Is there any other Nicholson? Is Whitehall Jack as well? Is Paddington the name Jack, or is it just Bear? Okay, I think I tried all of those. Okay, I'm fine with like cheating on the Jack name because I don't know who that is, and I never would have known. Knowing that it's Jack made it so I can get the others. Dude, what about Cocaine Bear? Imagine. Wait, okay. Let's refresh, because I want to, we got a chance. We got a chance on this one. Hogwarts Express, Polar Express, Pizza Express, Pineapple Express? How does he do it? Okay. What? That means it has to involve Cocaine Bear. Right? Like, it just has to. But what about these? Did these go with anything else? Trying to think of what would go with Earl. China. Besides regular, actual China, China just makes me think of like the plates, like the dinnerware. I don't know what else it would be. I mean, it wasn't these four, so there has to be one of these other things that are bear related. And, I mean, there's the cocaine movie, but tea? Okay. Earl Grey tea, China tea, brown tea, Jiki tea? Alright. That's a non-tea drinking I got owned. I got this one on my own though. This was fucking sick. No one had a read on that. Tea? Okay, it was not tea. It was not tea. Parts of the face with an added letter. That shit's impossible. That's crazy. Yeah, Cocaine Bear is the movie that just came out. This is the daily? Yeah, this is the grid of the day. Oh god. Alright, wait. No, never mind. I was like looking for anagrams? What are the ones with the multiple letters? This looks familiar to me. Wait. Puzzle and Dragons? Come on, someone has to know the last one. A lot of flowers and Greek gods, yeah. This one's definitely just a flower. Iris is also a god, huh? Yeah, I did Iris Retina Cornea and then I tried a couple others. This one seems real hard. I'm not familiar with what Heavy is. This was the first one I did pay attention. That was the first one I did. That was literally the first squad of port was Retina Iris Cornea Lens. Get in the game. We're refreshing. Okay, what about one flowers then? Flower, flower, flower. I don't know. Flower? What? So flower and flower, right? Those are flowers. Iris, I think maybe is also a flower, but after that. Sclera, I feel like, isn't a full word. It must be. Narcissus. Didn't we do that? Narcissus, Iris, Hera, Hestia. Yeah, no, that was the first god pair or god group I did. Actually, it might not have been the first, because I was thinking about his eyeball, but I did do that one for sure. I don't know what a crocus is. A crocus is a flower. Genius. Okay. So God, God, God. Okay, well, I tried. It's not this pair of 3 with anything else. I've clicked all of them. I clicked all of them. Actually, I might not have done Irania. No, now I've clicked all of them. Alright, and it's not these 3 with anything either, which is crazy. That's wild. Not that surprising, but this shit's impossible. Alright, whatever nerd that is a flower and gods and goddesses nerd. You can feel good about yourself for getting this one. There's no way we're getting it, and I'm not refreshing because we've done enough guess and check where if we didn't get the like Iris, Hestia, Hera was something, or Cornea, Iris, Lens, Retina was something, then it's like, alright, we're not gonna get it, so. The Retina I knew was an eye thing. Sclera? Sclera, I said, sounded familiar to me, but more in it was like part of a like some other medical term. That's what I was thinking, but like I can't think of what the term was. Scleritis or something, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. We know this is flowers. This is eyeballs. This is gods. Or goddesses, I guess. What is this? I have no idea. Adjectives for countries, nationalities missing their last letter. That's insane. No one can get that. That's fucking crazy. Honestly, Irania, all I could think of was Iranian, so like that part I was right. What the hell is Malian? What's a Malayan? Is that supposed to be like Malaysia? I spelled it wrong. Leanne? Where is this? A country in, oh, Mali. Oh, like Malian. I was thinking, yeah, okay. That's fair. I mean, it's not fair, but, you know, that is a place that I know of. I've just never heard of Malians, so it's like throwing me off. Yeah, there's a couple tough ones. At least we finished Unity Week, and that's a victory. I'm gonna put on pants because it's cold. So I'm gonna do that. Oh. Yesterday, did I do anything cool yet? Did I do anything cool yesterday? Not really. Not that I can remember. Mostly, exercise. There was, exercise, shovel snow, normal activities as far as, like, PIL, have routine number 3, cook villas, you know, nothing too unique or different from a normal Saturday. I did do a few, I actually did do some Unite. I think it was 3 or 4 games. It was 3, and I went 3-0. First game was actually kind of sick. The team was just, we were completely stomping the whole time, which was nice. Second game was like a little more, even, kind of, I think. But we won somehow. And third game was a fucking miracle where the team was just terrible and losing the whole game. But their team decided to lose their brains like 5 seconds before the 2-minute mark. And so we killed 3 of them. And then we had position and had already started Ray, and it was like, it was a miracle. It was a miracle. A lot of yesterday. Well, when I was biking, was watching like the Dota Major and stuff too. You never finished MM. You never finished MM. Mario Maker. Never finished Majora's Mask. Oh, because of the music. Right. Yeah. No, it was just at this point it was on the other music, and so my brain didn't connect it. I did try the MTGA qualify thing once. I actually had a kind of nice like I had one definite bomb card, another card that's arguably a bomb, and a decent amount of supporting cards. One game that I lost was because of a misclick, which really pissed me off. Obviously. That was not fun. And then like another game got unlucky or whatever. It was miserable. And I was like, yep, no, I'm not doing that again. That was probably the best cards I was gonna get. Not gonna run that back. Yeah. Today I did get crown, score, and pad ranking. I had looked up the strat a little bit yesterday, but I had only done a couple runs because I was doing the other stuff. And then today in the morning, like I think it was like after I ate breakfast, I was like, you know what? Let me do like 2 runs here. Do a couple runs. Second run, first run, pretty good score, best one I had done. Second one, boom, 192k, put me at like 2.2% or something. Let's check current rank, 2.3. So yeah, boom, easy clap. Your friend is at Mario World Japan. Why not the Universal America Mario World that's out? Didn't have to go all the way to Japan, even though the Japan one probably also has extra stuff that's not available in the one in US, so it is different. Honeymoon in Japan. If I went to Japan, I would want to have a contact. I would need to. So there's retro game stores in Japan that are like more famous, but I'm assuming those prices are high. There's probably, well, not probably, or I know there used to be at least. I don't know if there still is, a little more out of the way stores that had retro stuff at like, what, good prices. Well, especially for, you know, wouldn't have to pay for shipping necessarily, or what, you know, like not have to buy it on eBay kind of prices. But getting something like, basically, I'm just thinking, you know, N64 collection stuff. That's what I've always pictured. But I would need like a contact somehow, or I would have to research a bunch first, I guess. But that would be something I would do if I went to Japan. Find go to one of those stores. But at the same time, maybe the prices have even risen a ton over there too at this point because it's been so long. Probably has, but even still, getting like the Justco console, I bet would still be really hard. Getting, I don't know how hard it would be to get the. Well, I guess hard versus price depends, but are the old games region locked? They are, but it's very easy to make your N64 able to play Japanese games. It's like a very simple modification, so it's not really a big deal. But I would be more, well, there'd be both probably, as far as getting games as well as getting some of the more exclusive consoles and controllers. I just imagine there would be less there. Plus, you know, you can see it in whatever condition it's at. But even now, I bet those prices are really high because I bet so many people have gone over there and done that at this point. This is more like what was in my mind like 10 plus years ago, 15 years ago. 10, maybe more like 10 years ago. When I was like, if I go to Japan, I'm doing that. Because I don't know if I would say I've given up. I definitely haven't since the computer debacle on the new, you know, even before then. I would say it's been 2 to 4 months since I've really looked at eBay at all anymore. And even then, before that, it was like kind of a slow die off. I mean, there's been periods where I had that as well, like where I died off looking and then came back to start looking again. But the entire like last year or two, like, would almost never find anything that was even a reasonable price, which is part of why I kind of was slowly looking less and less, because like I'm taking like, you know, however long it is, 5 to 15 minutes looking, you know, scrolling through the next 24 hours of stuff every day, and there's like almost never anything that's even close to reasonable. I don't know, maybe I'll start looking again, but I can't imagine that prices have gotten any better, or it's just so much harder to find like anything reasonable. There was still there was still, even maybe like 2-3 years ago, it was like every once in a blue moon I would find something. But I feel like the entire last year or two, never anything. Anyway, I'm kind of think 741. Do I dare try to just do one Unite game? I feel like that's a bad idea. Kind of unfortunate because I wouldn't have minded playing, but also not sure about. Usually you kind of want to get into a rhythm and do a few games in a row or something, not just one game. From what I remember though, for the region locking, it's like you just have to like cut off a plastic thing on like a USA console that would normally like block the cartridge, the Japanese cartridge, from going in or something like that. And that's like literally it. It's basically nothing. Let's change the title of the stream. New Sap Weekly at 8. Tomorrow is Puzzle and Dragons. Vicious, I would be looking to do probably some March Quest stuff, like 8P, maybe some of the higher difficulties as well. I don't really know how annoying they are or not, but I would imagine the ones that are like, oh, assist invalid, if you co-op with someone, you have all the skill boosts, so if you have a one-time transform, like Saphira or something, then that would just, like, work. Maybe. Might even work without it, but... Is my Steam even open? Do I need to update Puzzle or Sap? No, I do not. Okay, let me do this. What the heck? Oh, that threw me off. I was like, what the hell just happened? Hold. Pause. I think. Is this where I usually was when playing on the Switch? I thought I was down bottom. Or wasn't I bottom right? I don't remember. What? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's obnoxious. Okay. I was like, why didn't I go to the main menu? Pokemon Unite! Alright, log me in. Try that again. There we go. Slowest menus of all time. Get our freebies. Oh, what are we getting? It's a lantern. No, don't go to tournament. Don't go there. Go here. Can I get my login bonus, please? How many points do I have? 60! Alright, I don't think I'm reaching that. Something tells me I'm not gonna quite get there. What are my missions? Participate in 3 battles. Maybe we can do a quick battle. Afiko's online. I don't really want to do that though. Did I do one ranked game? Probably a bad idea. Whatever. Let's do a stupid ranked game. Surely this won't go wrong. Surely this will all go fine. Unless it doesn't find a game before 7:49. Okay. I'm gonna say if it's 7:49, doesn't find one, then I'll not do it. Please make sure I have Rushifu, that's all I care about. team is interesting. I'm willing to go center or bottom. I'm okay with both of those options. Okay, I will go bottom then. Pink squad can go top. Not gonna lie, I don't have a lot of faith in Charizard. Buddy Barrier? Wiggly with Buddy Barrier, I guess kind of makes sense. Snorlax with Buddy Barrier, this is like this is like beginning of the game meta. Buddy Barrier doesn't stack, guys. But who knows, maybe we got enough control. Okay, they do have a dog, so they also have a Comfy, so I'm gonna say we're gonna lose. Comfy is probably just gonna sit on the dog, and we will lose. So yeah. Because my dude isn't strong enough to just ult and kill him, and especially not if Comfy's on him, so not like I can just go and delete him. But Snorlax is a good laner, which is why I chose him. So that part's good. Oh god, we're facing the dog. I don't know why Snorlax thinks he's gonna live there. This is very cool. Dude, he's okay. Okay, I got that at least. Come on, Snorlax, use your dash. Let's go! I can't believe the Comfy didn't try to kill me. A miracle. Okay, well that was about as good as that could have started, considering what's going on. Shield. Nope. Not killing me. Alright, top lane did well with the gank there. I did get that. Snorlax is crazy. I will go for the middle ball point. Snorlax would. Oh, I guess he won 5. Dog is there. Oh, we're gonna die. Okay. Their jungle was there, so we lose. Meanwhile, no, I get it. He's doing his thing, but I'm having less faith in Snorlax as time goes on. You really wanted that level 5, huh? This dog is too fast. You're not gonna catch him. Now you're just gonna try to come take our farm, I guess. Literally just trying to get stacks. I'm out. Yep. All I was doing. Killed the Dragonade though. Okay, okay. Charmeleon, he would have been dead if you decided to fucking do anything, and now instead he's gonna kill you because you're a moron. I had him stunned. What are you doing? I'm stealing your jungle. I'll steal the bottom half. He can have the top half. Obviously we can't defend the bottom thing, so not even gonna bother. fine, so I'll actually go up there. That's the only reason I didn't go up before then. Not a surprise what I'm seeing. Put an ult. I mean, dog plus comfy is basically unbeatable, so... Wow, we got the steal, that's so lucky. Or the secure. Very lucky. Gonna continue to try to get my levels. I have 4 stacks, which isn't bad. The middle farm is not there. Not really worth fighting up top, so better just take their jungle if it's available.
You can do it.
Deny them XP. Yeah, and they're gonna take this point, but not worth it. It cannot be stopped. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there. Okay, this Charizard is interesting. What character he is. Yes. Yep. I mean, I don't know what the Charizard waited for. The blue buff... I mean, I should have went too, but... Seems like a scenario where everyone has given up on trusting each other here, so... I did that too, though, to be fair. I mean, what did I tell you? Dog Comfy is just gonna destroy the whole game. We're not gonna win a 2v5, guys. I mean, it's just like, if the team's not there, you can't just try and 2v5. It's not gonna happen. It will not work. Okay, we used all of our abilities on him and he didn't die. Okay. Pretty much want to forfeit, but I'm not going to because Rayquaza. You have to wait until Rayquaza. Which is the worst part. I shouldn't have even ulted, probably. Can't really imagine people are just gonna take my farm or something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Of course. Of course. $76. I'll be close. Be close. 86. I need like one more thing to kill.
The final stretch.
There's nothing up there. Well, I'm at 99. Our Charizard, I think, used their ult. I couldn't tell. We can't kill anything on their team. Well, what'd I tell you? That was a fucking waste of time. I just knew, dude. I just knew. You don't need to see the end screen. It's well, whatever. We'll just show it. Waste of fucking time. I mean, I said it. I said it. As soon as Dog Comfy on the screen, it's over. It's over. With the Charizard, jungle and 3 of them have buddy barrier, it's over. It's over, dude. Fucking over.
You lose.
They're playing like it's fucking day 1. I don't know why they thumbed me up, but yeah, dude, you're playing the OP hero. Congratulations. I don't know. You didn't play it incorrectly, so I guess fair enough. You're doing the meta. I don't know why he thumbed me up though. It's not like I was the jungle or something. I don't know. Maybe he thumbed up both of the people in our lanes. He's like, yeah, I beat you guys. Okay, man. I could have told you that was gonna happen. I knew it, man. I knew it was a bad idea. I didn't want to do it, but the fucking puzzle. If Super Auto Pets just was up at 7 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, then we wouldn't have had this problem that I felt like I had to do something. I called it from before I went in. And then when we saw our teammates, you knew it was gonna be even worse. Knew it was gonna be even worse. And the screen is bright. Definitely need to do a look away. That was a waste of time. And the exact waste of time we needed to have Super Auto Pets ready in time. Well, not actually. We need 2 more minutes, but definitely gotta look away. I don't think our Snorlax, I wouldn't say the Snorlax was bad or anything. Just, I mean, we weren't gonna, I would say they were too aggressive at the beginning. Like, Snorlax is good early, but, I mean, he just let the dog slice him up, so, like, what was I gonna do? I'm not gonna be able to kill him. What was the other one? Sylveon. With, oh, it was Wiggly, right? It was a Flail-Axe, too. Yeah, Comfy plus Dog is just OP. I mean, just Dog alone is OP right now, but Comfy with it, you just know it's like super over. Who was their jungle? Dragonite? Yeah. And then I don't even remember the other 2. Crustle and Ninetales top, I think. But yeah, I mean, it was obvious. Oh well. I'm surprised we got that for early kill that we did though. I mean, I can't even think of like any good scenario that happened after that. No one was agreeing or like joining together or doing basically anything. And if there was a chance, they went in on like 2v5 so that even if anyone showed up, there was even. sap ready. The Crustle plus Dragonite frontlining made it, yeah, really impossible. So whatever. Could have wasted more time doing something else, I guess. Anyway. Pause. You know what time it is. Mail time? No. Not mail time. Oops, wrong button. Weekly view. What do we got? The hell did Windows 10 just do to me? No! Why are you on the wrong screen? How did you do that, Windows 10? How did you do that? Okay, how do I make it so things zoom out and it shows like every application? Someone tell me how to do that right fucking now. Before I lose my mind. I figured it out. No! You're actually the worst. Fuck you, Super Auto Pets, and fuck you, Windows 10. Go fuck yourself. Actually dog shit. Programs. Unreal. That pissed the fuck off. It was not WinTab. Actually, it might have been. I was gonna say, I said it wasn't, but then I was like, wait, no, I was thinking of Alt Tab as I read what you wrote, so I was like, actually, he might be right. Like, wait a second, he might be right. Okay. Okay. Let's get the rundown. We have chocolate. We have croissants. Armor? Just pepper? Pepper. Oh no, pepper, melon, and what's that one called? A pita bread. So late armors. Pineapples. That's pretty much it. Okay. For pets, we have. All right, let's think. What scalers? We have clownfish, giraffe, penguin, poodle, moose, paradise bird, Komodo dragon. Missing any? Kind of rabbit. That's about it, right? Kind of rabbit. Maybe some buy-sellish. It? Oh, I just got a super major chill. That was so weird. It made my whole body shiver. What was the other thing I was gonna do? Oh, solo scaling. You got jellyfish. You got llama and kind of Doberman, I guess. Sure. Spawn team, right? Because what doesn't the bear do some crazy stuff? 5 friendly attacks. Okay, okay. Oh, a salamander solo scales. Salamander. Strats. Spawn team plus bear. Snipes slash maybe emu or something. Armadillo for counters. Spawn team with like whale, slug, deer, anteaters, whatever. Although you can also just get bear snipes with like a big guy. Snipes with the pineapples. Snipes are dolphin. Is that it? Or is that really it? Dolphin and leopard. Actually, I don't know what this guy does. What do you do? Sell, summon a level 1 pet from my current tier. That would be interesting in a buy-sell thing, but there is not a buy-sell thing, so no thanks, I guess. Oh, I didn't list bison for the solo. Bison stuff. Only weakness is the weakness thing. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. It seems like a crab kind of weak could go. Okay. I don't know. We'll leave it there. Are we ready to rumble? We ready to rumble? No pill kind of makes stuff. There's not a money build really, right? Start of battle, that seems bad. You know what? I'm gonna go pee again first. Alright, last look away, and we'll say hi to YouTube. Actually, start of battle triggers, so panda, goose, dolphin, rabbit. There's a couple things. Crab. True. Crab does work. Rat can also work with bear, I suppose. The rat. The rat. Okay. Ready? Ready, chat? Ready, YouTube? Moments. Okay. Hello. It's Sunday. It's 8:12. And we're streaming, which means new pad weekly. Okay, we have chocolates. Armor, we got Peppa, Melon, and Peta. No early armor. That means spawns are good early. There are pineapple snipes. Not too much. It's like dolphin and leopard, I guess. And then that's it. I think that's pretty much it. Scaling though, there's some, but it's not like crazy heavy. Clownfish, giraffe, penguin, poodle, moose, paradise bird, Komodo dragon. So there's definitely 5 and 6 tier stuff. Earlier on, not as much. Solo scaling, there's also, you know, a decent amount. Jellyfish, llama, bison, so level 3 matters. Doberman, kind of, if you want to count it. Salamander as well, sort of. And yeah, I mean, there's that. There's I guess rabbit as well, but like not really. Let's be honest. I do think spawn team can work, especially early, because again, no armor, and there's a number of spawn things to do: whale, slug, deer, anteater, bear sniping stuff, because you do so many attacks. Maybe you could even do like rat plus bear, so you get extra attacks. Bear also, I guess, works with the pineapple pretty decent. Maybe emu somehow helps with the spawn team. But we do have aardvark, you know, counter, and then I guess also bear would work with the spawn team kind of thing. But anyway, there's some things that can be done here. I think it should be interesting to see. So let's get in there. I mean, I almost feel like you just take all 3 of these and it's like a winning formula. There's no moth, right? I mean, I feel like this is a good, you know what, do this way. And then like that. I don't even want any of those, so I don't even feel bad. Let's be some clean eyes. Reminds me, do a couple, you know, dry eyes, prevent dry eyes, do some extra blinking. I tend to do that on stream. Excuse me, you cheater. We still draw. All right, never mind. The witty warriors. That was witty-ish. Okay, we take a second one of these. I'm not necessarily opposed to like, oh, sell the mouse later type of thing, but we want to hit a level and we did not. I will double duck though. You know what? Let me try this. Either way, we're coming out of here with full health, so can't really go too wrong. Could go a little more right. The ducks are gonna like counter each other to even out, and then we it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're just helping out double chin, which no comment. I wouldn't know. Okay, so we get a level. I do realize I could have bought the jellyfish before I did that. I am realizing that right now. Would have been a pretty decent move even. I'll take you because you're a 3-5. I am tempted to take an early jellyfish despite my mishap. Okay, we'll get a level. I think this would also be a decent week to get a early crab and throw a croissant on it, but I'm not feeling good about this one, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that was so bad. That bee was so bad for me. That bee was not good for me. That was much worse. And now I'm like, maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait. Bear could be interesting to get rid of. I'm gonna roll. Yeah. I don't have enough gold. I don't. I understand that this doesn't make sense. Bear later on could then throw honey on someone's armor or stuff. I don't. He's just one of my biggish guys, but everyone's team is somehow gigantic. I don't know how this happened. Oh, it's because you have a level. Oh, and you probably ate some food. You gave your fish a thing. Wait a second, my duck, my goose, my goose. My goose? My gooser? Okay. If this was another jellyfish, that would have been crazy. Let's go here first because maybe we sell it. That's... I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. Would we rather have a 3-5 or sell it and get a... You would get +1/+1 from the level, and then you would get +2/+2, so you would be a 7-8 versus the stats split apart. It's not, I think, but then okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's a good one to get, for sure. We're gonna like lose our whole team next turn. I think, maybe. Okay, this is a good start. The bear gets to kill 2 things. Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not. That went so much worse. It might have been better off starting that jellyfish up front, huh? Might have been a better idea. I will do this. I'm tempted to... I mean, we can get another tier 4, or we can try to get a tier 5. Like a Purtle would be kind of sick. But I think we need this to help keep us going. The whale doesn't really do that much for us anyway. I know, like, the giraffe is so much worse than this, but I'm just thinking, like, this at least gives something when I sell it. So if I sold it, it would make sure that the jellyfish gets something. Let me do this and roll once first. I'm still gonna do it. We're just really trying to get there, you know? I could have rolled twice, I do realize that now. Also, a slight argument, I guess, for, you know, you have something level 2, you want to get rid of it because it's easier to get levels on something that is at level 1 so that your jellyfish can get more buffs. This math worked out pretty great in terms of, you know, the whole thing of the 11 attack and living the second guy. So, okay, we're on the boardish more. I'm gonna say no to the crow. Or the llama, I mean. I'm gonna say no to the llama because... it doesn't really work with jellyfish. They don't really work together. So, also, we've kind of missed out on the whole clownfish-jellyfish combo that would have been ideal. What I'm trying to think is, do I want to get rid of the giraffe or the bear? I think I'm getting rid of the giraffe. It just... that feels like a crazy thing to not do. Put this on the penguin. Save this in case we get nothing else. In case we get nothing else. That's still not worth it. We got nothing else. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything that'd be worth sniping instead of the anteater. The anteater is not a bad unit. I'm just gonna take him though. I'm gonna take this guy. The reason to maybe go the anteater is that, you know, there's a trade-off. If we go against an armadillo, it would have been, or an aardvark, it would have been really bad. Okay. We caught this team on their pivot turn, I think, which is nice for me to get a nice little clean win there. I appreciate that. I appreciate the game for giving me that one. The giraffe! It wouldn't have been level 2, but it would have been closer, right? Which is nice. Always nice. Penguin level would be nice too. I think I gotta do this just to hope we can get a level. Do this in case we get nothing. We're not near level 3. It doesn't really make sense, but like it does at the same time. But the jellyfish is falling off The penguin is keeping it in there. I needed to unfreeze the avocado. I don't know why they didn't do that. Okay, well. Oh, if the jellyfish actually had a little more health to live the first hit, so they end up almost trading on the second hit, there was a chance we could have got there. Okay, we gotta take the poodle. That just has to happen. These work level-wise. Level 1 pet from your current tier. I mean, we don't really want the goose. We'd rather just level the bear and then sell the goose. Would I take any tier 5 over... No, I don't think I would. It's tempting to go for the gamble, for sure. It is tempting. I think we got a Peppa. That's pretty nice. That is a pretty nice one to get. I think I'll freeze this even. And then maybe we get rid of the goose. And try boring it. Because it'll still work with the poodle. I mean, yawn, resident sleeper, penguin poodle again. Yeah. You know you're gonna get rid of the one who runs an eggplant. What are you doing? Who runs an eggplant? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it's crazier that I won, but it's crazy. The one thing I was thinking, like, well, I mean, the bear, it doesn't make, it's fine being there. Apparently, it was not fine. Okay, goose is gone. One, because, I don't know, it's just, the bear has potential to get rid of stuff they have, but also because I don't have a bear achievement, but I do have a goose achievement, so that's what I'm doing. I mean, a gorilla would be sweet. Leopard would be sweet, but we were given the boar, so we're taking the boar. We're taking this. I should have done the crow, is what I'm realizing. I got distracted, and that's very unfortunate. Okay, redeemed. I think you still gotta do it just to buff the jellyfish a little more, even though obviously it's better on the poodle. We're looking for chocolates, and that's basically it. We're looking for chocolates, and that's pretty much the entire plan, and now I'm just not gonna do anything. The boar with pepper makes sense. These two are gonna bounce off. That's fine. We got a big clownfish back there, but we got a big enough bear. We're at 5 wins. We're halfway. I mean, I guess. I did say an achievement would be okay. I think let's throw this on here. It's not that crazy, I understand. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little bit of, I know right now. However the rest of the lyrics go. And now I'm just autopiloting, pretty much. Looking for matches to level up my stuff, as well as buff my jellyfish. Ooh, okay, that's kind of neat with the old gorilla there. And my snipes! I think we draw? Do draw. Interesting. Lasagna lovers. Okay. This doesn't make sense, right? Well, you could get an... Does that work? I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just curious if that worked. Does it get the buff and then move back, or does it? I have no idea. I will take you. Well, I'll freeze you first in case we get a chocolate, I guess. I want to do a bear run this week. Says the investment banker. Sorry. I had to do it. Pepper's better than melon in almost every scenario, isn't it? Pretty sure. You gotta keep the bear behind the boar because it'll get rid of the pepper. Oh, your bus is gonna get rid of my pepper. You're gonna get rid of my pepper. Oh, he's going with snipe builds plus a tiger on the back. That's gonna be a mess. Okay, get rid of the pepper? No. Get rid of the melon? Also still no. He's gonna shoot me? Alright, that's the kind of team that I want to do at some point, basically. That's pretty much it. You now know what it looks like. But I locked myself in here, and I'm stuck. Yeah. Purtle level would be good. Okay, okay. Just leveling things and otherwise hanging out, I think, is what we're doing. But we're on 1 health and 5 wins, so I think this can go wrong very easily. The pepper, my pepper! Peppa Pigs! No, okay, we're dead. We're super dead. How'd you get so much going on there? Why are you at 5? The bigger question, why are you at 1 life with 5 trophies? You got crazy stats. Crazy stats. Very unfortunate that did not kill the scorpion on the first hit. That seems pretty rough. Okay. Well then. I will take my 2-3s. I decided to just take the cricket. I don't know. I'm gonna be the glamorous mammarus, otherwise known as mammals. Look. Trying to pick up the spirits of myself and the chat. You can't lower my attack anymore. It's already that low. We're gonna win. 2-3s. Supremacy. Something something. Basketball shooting 2-3s over 3-2s and whatever. Anyway. An otter's good, but you goosed me. You double goosed me. This is not what you want to see. 5 different units, only one of them's 1.5. It's not really what you want to see. I don't know why I should have changed the order. The order made no sense. But whatever, I'll take it. Somehow I won both rounds. There's no pills, so I'm not that interested in a flamingus. I will do that. Again, you can't get pilled really, but I will do this because you'll at least get a buff, I suppose. And you'll still be okay. I was thinking about salamander, like, cause there is probably enough stuff to trigger salamander. The thing is, there's no way to switch the HP, or there's no cucumber as well. So it's never really gonna work. That is a big dude. I got a big dude. Do I have a big enough dude? I don't. Oh, level 2 otter. Just look if there's a level 2 otter, you're gonna lose. How could I have thought anything else? We're saving the level. I could have maybe tried to roll for a goose level as well, but maybe we're gonna keep this cricket for a bit. Panda run seems like it could be neat. They're not gonna draw off each other. But this guy's big, it's not big enough. It's not even close to big enough. And we're gonna lose by the teeniest amount. That hurts. That hurts. I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this. You're gonna make me do this? You're gonna make me do this? It's not even good. That was +1/+1. You know what? It's an early llama. Screw it. I don't even care anymore. I will freeze this. Like maybe we get cricket. Cricket me? It was worth a shot. There's nothing I'm gonna be putting on this llama for a while anyway, right? It might be worth a croissant, maybe not though. I shouldn't have done, look, I know I shouldn't have done the jellyfish. We would have had extra money, maybe better chance of crickets. I think it's worth freezing the bison for 1, maybe 2 rounds, but it does look like a good run here. Okay. 3 wins, 3 life. Jellyfish, I see you. Don't want it. I still don't want it. Don't want it. Don't want it. Don't want it. I'm like considering goldfish or giraffe here is what I'm, just to get something, just to speed things up a little bit. We do have some health. Giraffe. I'm gonna wait one more turn, but even then it's gonna be actual tier 4s now, so if we got it, if we had the level 3 cricket already the first time, it would have been pretty old. It's a big guy. We're gonna lose this one. Lose that one big time. Oh shit, a giraffe. Exactly. Alright, you're gone. Unfortunate, it would have been nice. Was not the one I was hoping for. Honestly, pretty much every other spawn except for maybe a whale, I was like, I could live with that. A Doberman's not gonna work. We're llamaing. We can't do it. We cannot do it. Penguin we can do, sort of. We do this because we want a level 2 llama, though. If we level 2 llama, then we can penguin and it actually does something. I mean, we don't need the cricket, so that's why I'm wondering, should I even bother selling or not? I mean, I guess I would rather the giraffe hit this thing. Okay. Level 3 in you doesn't even really matter, is it? Trying to think. We're at 2 health, though. Levels would be nice, I guess. I guess I'm just gonna do this. Very much all in on these front 2 units that aren't big enough, probably. Giraffe is not S tier, no. Giraffe is tier 3. Oh, you. Okay. We can still draw this. Priest. I think if we had Goose, we'd draw instead of the penguin. That hurts. That one actually hurts. Okay, it could be a llama. It could be a crow. We gotta take it right now. Just better. I guess our order might not matter, huh? Probably not worth doing it this turn, but that doesn't matter either. Oh, the game didn't know what to do with me there. I'd rather have the giraffe guarantee hit that, so that's okay. I can't spend that amount of gold on trying to level, oh, of course, on trying to level the penguin. Only really one big unit, and then one kind of big unit. I should probably move the llama back to the front now at this point. No, you're gonna still kill because of the little duder. Yeah. We win this. Okay. Well, it's because we're on 1 life. Oh my god. Okay. Llama. There was like a half a second where I was like, double llama? Probably not. I am willing to do this and then just get rid of you. Then roll. It's not worth buying and selling the crow here. Well, I should have been freezing stuff, but at this point, I don't really care anymore. Okay, well, now I can't buy you, which is very annoying. Have I done level 3 llama? No. Alright, whatever. We're probably losing anyway, so... We're probably losing anyway, so whatever. That's why I don't like the moose. But hope maybe this llama's big enough. I mean, I did get it going early. Sacrificed a lot to make it happen. We have no, well, we have one spawn for the Dillo, I guess, but I think we can, we're not gonna get to him actually before that spawns. We are gonna lose. We're gonna win. If the llama died before the cricket slash Dillo faced off, we were gonna be in big trouble. I'm honestly not opposed to that. Scorpidorp. Not opposed to the Scorpidorp. What are we on? Tier 5s? There's a lot of tier 5s that I don't really want. I don't think it's worth buy selling the Stoat, right? I guess it's, you get two, you're only using 1 gold really for the opportunity. Might be worth it. If you get something you don't want, you can just sell it again. There's 1 gold for a chance. 1 gold for a chance, huh? We're just we're rolling. This is not good. Okay, Purtle, chocolate. Pretty decent. Problem is, we can only buy 1 of these things. So I guess I'm buying a Purtle? Or, I think I need to buy this Scorp for this round, and then freeze these. And then a buy, sell, moose, or cow is good. I think the Scorp is a better chance of winning, or staying alive this round, which is why I went for it. It paid off, baby. It paid off. Let's go. We are gonna win. Okay, okay, okay. Now what I should do is probably try to level the Poodle or something. But I'm gonna level the llama. I don't care about that. I will then do this. I will then sell this. I will then sell you. I will then buy this, because you're just a better penguin, because they're both level 1. Now you're saying, why not keep the whatever, the penguin and the poodle to try to really spike them? Because there is a part of me that wants to try a big scorpion, that's why. Definitely this. I mean, pepper's just better than melon, so I'd rather not take melon. There's the penguin. There's another cow. I'll take all the cows I can get. Take cows, I'll take zebras, take chocolates. The llama's almost, oh, you're gonna snipe my guy. Do we have enough? No, we don't. Because it's gonna pepper, and that's why pepper is very good. Well, that's a bummer. I mean, it's an early llama. You know, always feel bad to lose an early llama run there. I think there was a couple of runs, couple losses that were kind of stinky early as well, where it's like, if we had that extra 1-2 HP, maybe we can get there. But, you know, looking at the rest of our team, it's not that inspiring. And we gambled with the scorpion for sure. Maybe if I gave it the milks, I don't know, the math would have worked out, but we'll have to give it another go. And, well, we're going to have to figure something out. I do want to try that spawning bear sniping type of thing, because that just seems fun. Which is partially why I went cricket to start. But, you know, you get a llama, you got to take a llama. Take a llama, leave a llama, you know what I mean? 840. Okay, let's try to do another one. Let's try to do another one. Water and a look away first. Water and a look away. I just feel like I always end up doing the boring stuff because it's better. But then it's boring. Doberman run could be actually sick too, but again, you like need to live. Need to live. Okay. Alright, we're giving it another go. Just had a set of not so amazing runs, but they were okay. Let's, I mean, this isn't a terrible team. A virtual 2-3, I don't really know if that matters too much, but... Duck? Me? Okay. The Fallen Fellas just sounds good. I would like to shout out whoever it is, or multiple people that like most of the Super Auto Pets videos. I appreciate that. I'm gonna draw. Because I do see them. I do see whoever is leaving 1 or 2 likes on most of them. I mean, I'm assuming it's one person, but it could be multiple, I suppose. Yeah, I'll do this and then save the otter. That seems good. Guaranteed level incoming. Level incoming. Let's see what we got. I mean, that's silly. It's a lot of geese. We're gonna win. We're going to win. Alright, starting off. 1 win, 5 health. Level. Otter level. I guess I'm supposed to combine the crickets first, maybe? Well, no, unless we wanted to hit both. I don't know. I'm just doing it. There is always that weird thing with the clownfish there, how you always level and when you get it, and then you're like, oh, but I just used a level to get it. Okay, definitely pandaing. Definitely a fan of pandaing. These are all good things. I guess buff you? Level 2 otter is usually a good sign. Typically. That's a huge goose! Buff it afterwards so that it can still get one shot. Oh, you got a level. No, you got so many fish. Bluefish and clownfish. Bluefish and what fish? Gonna save the level. That is interesting. That is interesting. Not you. I mean, kind of you, but not you. But this level makes our chance of winning the round so much higher, right? Just immaculately higher. Yeah, I'll do that then. Okay. That's also not bad to get early. Okay, this is quite the start. I think we sell the otter, buy the giraffe, have the giraffe actually buff the panda, because we don't really care about this beaver right now. I mean, that was, what did I tell you? That Purtle level was gonna was gonna go off. Okay, so start me here. I would love to, but the panda is so good right now. You can't do that. I'm sorry. I want to do one at some point, but this panda's popped off. I guess this first, if we're looking the level. Yes. Also maybe throw that on the panda. Okay. I guess I would maybe rather throw this on you? I don't even... The clownfish is not leveled, I do understand. So the clownfish can go, the beaver can go. So it's nice to have a couple slots open for sure. Okay, we're just... the panda is insane. An insane panda. The snooty fanboys. Oh boy. Now the question is, do I wait a turn? Do I go all out and just sell ya, buy ya, and then that way we have it ready for next turn? I'm kind of liking that. I mean, level 3 giraffe isn't that crazy, but... Not necessarily the sort of framework, like easy run build that you tend to expect out of maybe a llama run, or the math there was really nice because that jellyfish actually might have cleaned up the rest. We're still gonna get cleaned up in a draw. Fair play. But it's not like a bison or a llama, just leave it there run. It's I mean, I'm not doing that. That's crazy talk. Or is it? No, it is crazy. That's insane to do that. Buy this first, but don't fuse it yet in case we get nothing. almost a level 3 panda. I do understand that. I don't think I'm going for level 3 cricket. I actually don't think so, because I don't think we're keeping you around. I think you're just here for now. You know what? I'm gonna do this. That's how much I don't care about you. That's how much I don't give a shit about you. You know what? I'll just do this. Because I'd rather get something better. Like a unit with an ability that I care about. Because I don't think we're going spawn build. Since we're sacrificing one of our units. And we're catching someone on a Doberman pivot wait around, so even better. The meat was specifically for the purpose of this kind of scenario where our first unit dies. Basically what happened with the, what do you calls it? The turn before, the blue fish. Okay, now hear me out though. Hear me out though. This is interesting. Okay, you've had your time, you're done. You're here. You go here now. And you go here now. Although this double buffs the panda, which is kind of sick. But wait a second. You're doing 150? I think I'd rather... No, I think I'd just rather do it this way, or maybe get something else to buff. A deer isn't terrible, to be honest. Get rid of those, like... Okay, but a penguin's just probably better, huh? We can still go deer, by the way. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. But I think I might wait a turn. I mean, this is just gonna be funny. He just got the death touch. I like the deer idea of a deer up front to try to chew through some. I think we win because of that, huh? To chew through some peppers and melons that would be up later, so then our big death toucher can go through after that or something. I do like the idea of that, and I think getting rid of the cricket so that you don't have the penguin buffet is not crazy either. And we don't need the deer to be huge either, that's the thing. We're gonna be scorpadorping. Got us the mango. That said, I'm not opposed to I'm not opposed to this either. It feels weird to pepper you currently. It also feels weird to get rid of your meat though, but I guess that's what I'm so. Chocolate, okay. Might rather chocolate the penguin, I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. It's not gonna be, let's see. How big do you have to get the panda before you can move it? I guess, oh. This is gonna be a win. Double death touch. It's not gonna be a win. I didn't realize that their giraffe would live that. That's okay. Okay, we're facing some good team. I think I just take it. You don't care about. That does not count as a feint ability. Okay, for a moment there, you saw my brain kind of turning. Push opposite enemy one space forward. Don't think I care enough. What else would I put on you right now? Nothing, like, you're not big enough. Unless I just, put the panda on you, but I think... no. Yes. Wait. 3, 2, yes. You're just a better penguin. That's actually a lot better for me. Now it hits everyone. I very much appreciate that. Now the only reason I'm keeping the scorpion is because I don't even think I've ever leveled a scorpion in my entire life. So that sounds kind of nice to me. Now the weird part would be if we get to the point where I think we win this, because our giraffe is big enough now where it can kill the last two here. That's a good place to be. It is a nice, it would be a nice cow to buy. I do agree with that. I do agree with that, but we live in a day and age. I mean, we could get rid of the giraffe and buy the cow. That seems a little much, maybe. You're giving +2/+2 each turn. This already beats that, but you're a 10-13. How much do I value the 10? We're at 3 HP. Let me think about it. It's weird because I can't pepper anything really, or it's like not worth peppering anything yet. The level on the giraffe is not to do that. So I'm gonna wait one more turn before cause then like yeah, like if I switch this with like buy sell switch something in, like I don't know, it feels like gorilla plus that could also go kind of crazy. Okay, we're gonna do some stuff next turn, and hopefully it's not too bad. I don't know, maybe I'm cooking a little too much. Maybe I'm cooking a little too much. Okay, I see your panda. I raise you my panda. I raise you my panda? No! How did you do that? How? You're cheated. We haven't faced enough stuff for that to be... We cannot Komodo, surely, right? Imagine if it ends up with the panda in front. That would be so bad. That would actually be really, really bad. I don't think I can do that. Oddly enough, any unit is almost a 50-50, right? Like, wasn't the scorpion like a 50-40 or something? Some craziness. I'm trying to think, how do I do this? I get rid of you. I know this is... wait, don't do that first. Do I have enough money to do all of this? Buff. You. Buy you. Sell you. Oh, I can't do double cow because that's how math works. Okay, this. Well, I can double cow. What am I talking about? I just had to use one on someone else first. Yeah, like this? The level 1 gorilla better than that? Probably not yet. Not yet. Let him maybe get a level. Okay, okay. Level the gorilla once, and then maybe we're talking. Still getting all the poodle buffs. We slowed down a little bit on buffs because of the giraffe, but we also got an injection of... And again, this is nice because it gets rid of that. Although the 50-50, we do know that the 50-50 of that already punches through that, but we're gonna lose again. I can't believe it. I feel like this team should be owning. Should I just not be deering at the front? Should I just be poisoning at the front straight up? Because it goes through the pepper. What am I talking about? It goes through the pepper. I know it goes through the pepper. I've seen it go through the pepper. It's done that to me. That's been had to me. A chocolate there would have went crazy. Chocolate there would have went crazy. I'm gonna be sad when we lose this one. We should not be on 6 wins. That's craziness. 50-50 death touch. Don't snipe him, you mother. Don't snipe him. No! My death touch! Wait. Wait. I don't care that you had a sloth. I needed that. I don't care that you had a sloth. I needed something on my side. God damn. Okay. We're living. You really need that level. I mean, we gotta do this. Chocolate. Not that level. I should have been more specific. Did it in case, you know, you get a gorilla or something. Well. So we're just gonna trade in the front. Not gonna be enough, dude. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I feel like that team had. How? How did I have so many? My brain is broken. I actually can't believe it. That we only got 6 with that team? That early panda, level 3, it just doesn't make any. It just doesn't, I actually am losing my mind. How? How did that happen? The flying rockets, that's what they do, unless they don't. But they're supposed to. We're speedrunning this one because I need to go to bed, but. Or I need to end the stream rather, but. You know, we're losing again. I guess I'm just not allowed to win. I don't know. Was I supposed to keep the giraffe? Is that what it is? I mean, prospects surely for a level next turn, right? 6 wins? That's I don't know if I can get over that. I don't know if I can get over that. The order here worked decent in terms of getting to the draw. So we're alive, but come on, man! What the heck? What the heck? No level? How dare you? All right. I mean, I guess just screw me. Okay. I don't even really want to do that, but I don't even want you. I actually just don't even care. You're not even that cool. You're not even as cool as you think you are. Okay. I don't want a jellyfish either. I don't want to do this. Jellyfish never works for me. Except when it does, and then I'm like, oh man, I'm so good. Except, you know, I'm not. We lose. You can do we even need to continue here? I'm clearly off. I'm clearly off it. Clearly it ain't gonna happen. I don't even I guess you gotta level to maybe get a bison, and so then I can get a run here of some kind. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should take it back. The reason the cricket's in the front is because of everyone running goose. Basically the only reason. Okay, trade with the Dillo. I appreciate that. You still are 1 HP off, you son of a... How do you have so much? How is your stuff so big? I thought like, oh, you got a couple guys big in front, and then it'll be whatever. And then you still had a duck back there that was gigantic. All right, we have a chance. I'm not gonna buy it because we need the money. Oh my god, I almost sold it without doing this first. And then I'm gonna buy this. And I'm gonna throw one of these out here. That's right. Why didn't you didn't buff the jellyfish? Surely I have to win this game. Why did I put the anteater up front? Okay, I have lost it. I have lost it. The lazy gears. Yeah, that's my brain right now, is lazy gears. Okay, you're gone. You're in, and I don't mean the bathroom. Giraffe. This, that, this. Yeah. And then roll for a level next turn. Okay. Maybe this on the jellyfish. Okay. We're speed running. And probably not to good prospects either. Let's be honest. Okay, you okay. No, no. Oh no, I mean yes, the ants were still enough. Okay. Kyle loses, that's right. You did lose. That is what happened. I don't think I want that. Would I rather have a deer or a anteater? I think I would rather have a deer. And then... Can't do it. Well, we can do you though. We should... Don't be weird. Yeah. Is it actually? Its first turn of tier 4s? Might not be good enough. I have to wait next turn either way anyway, so I'll chill. Level on the giraffe might have been decent. Probably, I mean, it's not an early, it would be a late bison. But maybe we have enough time. Okay, I guess that works. Maybe we have enough time that we can have it go off because we have 3 HP and 2 wins. I don't. Okay. I mean, it's just good to get levels for this team. This is not. There's no way this is worth it. Okay. Thought about leveling the penguin, and then I was like, the penguin's not even gonna buff the stuff I want half the time anyway. I don't know why I have the crow frozen. Either I have to sell the giraffe to then get the buffalo leveled, or I sell the penguin. I guess the penguin is doing the same as a giraffe, except not randomized. You have a big crab back there. That's the crab build I was talking about, though. Croissant on crab, work on something else. The classic crab maneuver. If you have, you know, if you have croissants in a week with crabs, you can do a crab run. That's what I gotta say about that. Now the question here, I buy and sell, and so I would go up to like virtual 9, and then I would have to buy another schmuck. Would I rather get rid of the giraffe or the penguin? I mean, penguin means, or giraffe means order is like a little bit awkward. Whatever. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do this. Okay, I want to do this. You know what? I want to do it this way first. We're gonna get real greedy with it. We're gonna get real greedy with it. But I think the level on the bison as fast as possible does make our chances a lot better. And you could argue maybe using all the chocolates to just go to the jellyfish, so then you don't need to keep the whatever you call it. That, come on, man. That's painful. Basically, like, to make this leveled so you don't have to keep the ladybug, but take this. Probably, I mean, I have no faith anymore just because we're already, we needed to not lose that round, really, is what it is. We needed to not lose that round to have a chance. Now I feel like there was a very, very small chance of staying alive here. So this is a team that could be beat. The bear snipes could be bad. Yeah, that was pretty bad. You're gonna win now. What I tell you. This game is fucking me over big time. No, it's not. Don't need to say the F word. Whatever. That run could have gone. We just, again, we needed a couple draws in there, and we did not get them. So we did not get to go off. Is it just jellyfish can't work this week, or what is it? I don't know what it is. Because I don't think, I think you have to get rid of giraffe there. I don't know. It just, I don't know what I gotta end it here though. We gotta end it on a little 24-minute. We'll have to give it another go. I'll see you in the next one. Man, that's a fuck that I did not get even like, actually listen. Yeah, shut up. 5-6-6-3. That's crazy. I had like 50-50s. I had a 50-50 death touch, and I had basically a 50-50 with the llama, and only get 6 wins, huh? I don't even really understand what was like wrong. I don't feel like I was doing anything particularly wrong. I got an early llama, did a llama run, and still lost? Okay. Got like a really sick early level 3 panda. Still somehow had like no HP by the time getting to later turns. I mean, maybe you don't drop the stats on the scorpion, but the death touch going through pineapple is like really nice. Or pepper is really nice. But I don't know. That just kind of really annoys me. I get part of it that annoys me, I guess, is that like I would go up against teams and I feel like there's like what? Like they don't seem any special, but at the same time, like sometimes like they would have like that 3rd or 4th unit that's still somehow like a 20-20, and I'm just like, how did you manage that? That doesn't make any sense. Interestingly, have not seen any Bird of Paradises though. That part is kind of interesting. I guess because it's not that good. It's like basically a worse Purtle, really, unless you're doing a money build, which there isn't. So I guess that makes sense. Just why Paradise when you can Purtle? I mean, obviously, if your team isn't all tier 5s or whatever, same tier, but well, a lot of fucking annoying shit happened. Stream? Basically, everything after Unity games was kind of miserable. SAP wasn't miserable, but like it sucks to lose, right? Sucks to feel like you could get something going and it just doesn't. Even in the last run, I feel like we didn't have that. I don't really remember where the losses come from. I think that's part of it. I like don't even remember the losses. They weren't, except the last ones, obviously. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll see you tomorrow for pad. Probably like March quest stuff. Is JoJo start? When? I don't know. Whatever. You don't care. We don't need to talk about it. I'll probably do an off-stream SAP recording attempt. Try to get a 10 win. Tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you next time. Sorry for losing in every single game I play besides the game where you eat bullets and turn into a fat fetish thing or something. That was so weird. But it was fun. I don't know. Anyway. Bye.